Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira and this is Follow Your Arrow Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing the intuitive and tarot card reading for the sign of Gemini for May 2019. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for watching again. And thank you for all of your love and support over the past few months. I do have a few channel announcements, so if you are a returning viewer and you've already heard my channel announcements, feel free to look for the information in the description box below, and feel free to scroll forward in the reading and look for the tarot reading itself. Also, if you're someone who isn't really into intuitive or channeled messages, know for all of my tarot card videos, for the Zodiac signs, I do my channeled intuitive readings in the beginning. So if you're not one to like those, feel free to scroll forward and get right to the tarot reading. For those of you who are returning, and if you are so kind, feel free to timestamp any parts of the video to help other viewers get to where they need to. So one of my first announcements for the channel, and if you're new, to let you know, I create and publish my Zodiac sign monthly readings in the order that the previous month had the most views. So I'm doing all of May's videos now, but I'm looking at April's views. So you can see here the top 3 views were Leo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And so if we go down, Gemini, you came in 7th. Last month with 173 views. So thank you if you're returning and you're one of those 173 views. Thank you so much for your love and support and watching. If you'd like to try to get Gemini up further so you can get your reading earlier next month, make sure that you share this video with other Geminis or people who you know cross-watch for Gemini, or just share it just in general to try to help the views increase, help my channel out, but get your readings done a little bit quicker. My second channel announcement is, and if you don't know, I'm currently trying to expand my channel to get more subscribers just so I can relay Spirit's message to more people. And also it's just a goal of mine to expand my channel. So in order to do that, I really need your help. And so I'm holding contests for every 100 subscribers I get for right now. I just published the 400 subscriber contest video a few days ago. So if you are returning, feel free to watch that. So my next goal is 500. Once I get to 500, I will make a private separate video pulling names out of the Buddha head. This time I'll be selecting 5. And if you're wondering how do you enter, 1 is subscribe. Once you subscribe, you get 1 entry into the contest. Another great way of entering the contest is by leaving a thoughtful and positive comment on any of the videos on my channel. So for example, if you left 5 comments, then you would get 5 separate entries, thus increasing your likelihood and the probability that your name will get drawn. So those are 2 ways that you can enter. As you can see, it's getting very full here. Once I get to 500, I'll draw the 5 names. And just so you know, if you don't get called or you don't get chosen, there is still time to win a free private reading with me. I do not throw out the names that are already put in there. So once you've been submitted, you're submitted for the length of the contest. So any more information regarding the contest is in the description box below. One more special announcement that's special for just this month. I do have a special going on for Mother's Day. It's a buy one, get one free personalized 1-hour reading. So the thought behind that is you buy a 1-hour reading for yourself, and then you can give one or gift one to your mother. You can gift one to anybody, but the thought is that, or hey, you buy one, get one free, 2 for yourself. But it's my Mother's Day special. So if you're interested in a private reading, just in general as well, feel free to email me your inquiries at FollowYourArrowTarot@gmail.com. Alrighty, so I am going to be doing the intuitive reading right now. So if you'd like to timestamp that, and during the intuitive reading, I give you some channel messages that I received from Spirit when I meditated on your sign for this month. I also give you some information regarding your planets. So if that's not something that you like, feel free to scroll ahead. If not, here we go. So Gemini, May 2019. So when I was channeling spirit for your sign for this month and meditating, I felt for Gemini, there's going to be some bumpy waters this month. For some of you, it's going to be a very productive month, especially in regards to inner wisdom and intuition and just self-growth and healing. For others of you, I feel like it's going to be kind of a challenging month. There's going to be a lot of maybe obstacles or just some very important decisions being made here. So definitely, I feel like for a lot of you, you're slipping into what Spirit kept telling me is I kept seeing the word dream and time, like a clock. So you may be more, daydreaming this month, or I think for a lot of you, you're thinking about what your dreams are for your future. So it could be like what your dream job is. Maybe you're not happy where you're working. And so you're thinking a lot about, gosh, if I didn't work here, I would love to do this. Or, your dream relationship. Like I want a person who would, like just kind of like, I kind of like see somebody like, back like when you were in middle school, you have like your little dream book. And, people played MASH or, those games like that of, their dream husband and their dream mansion, and they want to live by the beach, or, and they would actually put pictures and, cut and paste, and they have almost like a dream board. So I kind of feel like you're kind of doing that, but in your mind this month, if that makes sense for some of you. I think a lot of you are really going through a very important time inwardly. A lot of you have your intuition opening if it's not already open, and it's going deeper, and you're kind of being more comfortable in playing with what your intuition is, and allowing yourself to connect more with the spiritual world than maybe you have before. And I think a lot of you are going to get intuitive insights. So if you do have a natural gift, it's going to start being more heightened this month, I feel, not only while you're awake, but when you're sleeping. Because I see a lot of nighttime images when I connect with Gemini for May. So you may be a very vivid dreamer. You may be astro projecting. You may be having dreams that are so you remember them. Maybe you're a person that doesn't remember them oftentimes. So when you're waking up, you're actually remembering them. Some of you, it would probably be helpful to write your dreams down. And really look for key symbolism or words or phrases or feelings you're getting in the dreams to kind of help you connect deeper. Also, I kept seeing Spirit say, like, kind of like, a commercial, like, tune in, like they're telling you to tune in, and I see a radio. So like I'm in a car and the radio's off, and it's like it turns on by itself. And then it looks like an older radio where it's the spin dial, and I just see it clocking over the radio, and you can hear all the sounds like going over, like like that. Kind of like if you've seen the movie Bumblebee, when he's trying to get his voice. That's kind of what I saw when I was connecting to you, and I kept hearing tune in, turn on, tune in, turn on. So I feel like this is Spirit really wanting you to kind of not really test, but really like dive deeper into maybe some of your natural spirit abilities, spiritual abilities, especially tapping into your intuition. I do also feel like there's going to be a lot of maybe more verbal messages from Spirit or your angels coming through. So you might hear certain words or phrases or lyrics that touch you and remind you of like a time, or like or you feel like in that moment it's saying something directly to you. And I just keep feeling like you're going to be flooded with information from Spirit. So I kind of feel like Spirit's saying, be more intuitively aware this month. Okay. I think for a lot of you, you're starting to recognize your spiritual path, and that's why this is opening up for you. Some of you could definitely be awakening or starting the awakening process, or just being more open to your spirituality. And so because of that, because you're thinking about it and, questioning it, you're manifesting it. And so it's opening up. I feel like for a lot of you, your third eye is opening and you're more conscious. even when you are not awake, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's a little bit of the feelings I got when I was intuitively channeling you for the month of May. So definitely a lot of spiritual awareness, and I'm feeling like heavy, like cup energy or air energy for a lot of you Gemini, which you are an air sign. When it goes to planetary alignment, so if you want to timestamp me, the 1st through the 3rd of May, your ruling planet of Mercury will be in Aries in your 11th house of friends and dreams. So that's why I was telling you that dreams are going to be pretty important for you this month. And then that's going to square to Saturn in Capricorn in your 8th house of death and rebirth. And it's also important to note right now that Saturn and Pluto are also in retrograde. So with that, in the beginning of the month, it's a good time for you to explore your dreams and your ambitions. And this kind of goes with my channeled message. I think a lot of you are thinking about your future, but a lot of you need to actually be like seizing the day, and really thinking. I feel like some of you don't feel like your dreams are very obtainable. You feel like it's kind of like a pipe dream. But what I hear Spirit saying is don't sell yourself too short. Don't think that you can't attain even if the level's up here. Because I feel for a lot of you Gemini, I feel like you're going to be, in the next few years, a lot of you are going to be able to reach those goals. And it's not going to happen quickly, but I see a lot of you reaching those goals. And for some of you, when you reach those goals, I see you looking back going, gosh, imagine if I wouldn't have done that. Look where I'm at now. I kind of see you guys looking back or like having a conversation with somebody where you're like, oh my gosh, like, look what I did. So just follow your dreams is what the planets are telling you for the beginning of the month. The 4th, which was a few days ago, we had new moon in Taurus in your 12th house of dissolution and surrender. So I do feel some of you Geminis are struggling with something. It could be something spiritually. Maybe you're not quite sure about your spirituality, or maybe you were brought up religious and you're trying to discern, really how you feel. I think for some of you, you're just really going through something where you can't let go. I think for some of you, it's you're having a hard time letting go of things or people or circumstances that no longer serve you. So I do feel like for some of you, it's a relationship or love. You're having a hard time letting go, or if you're a single Gemini, you're having a hard time getting over something you've had to let go or that left you. And I do feel like there's some doubts, and that's where the letting go becomes hard, because you doubt maybe it's going to get better. You doubt you're going to meet somebody else. You doubt good change is going to come. And I think that's where Spirit's saying, follow your dreams. So there's a lot of self-doubt. And then for some of you, I feel like you're letting go. You are actually letting go because you're just totally exhausted. And it could be physically exhausted, especially with the new moon in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So you could be actually physically exhausted. But I do for a lot of you, since you're an air sign, I think it's also mentally exhausted. Because you've been thinking a lot, especially about whatever the situation or person is that you may be thinking of letting go or something along those lines. But good news is that towards the end of the month, on the 21st, the sun is going to go into your sign. And so hopefully that self-doubt and exhaustion should lift some. Okay. The 5th through the 6th, Mars was in your sign, your home sign of Gemini, and it was opposing Jupiter and Sagittarius in your 7th house of relationships. So I do feel, like I was saying, letting go is kind of a theme with relationships. But with this planetary outlook, I think that for those of you who are in relationships, you're going to have intellectual I call it bravado, where you're going to be kind of really saying how you feel. Or there might be circumstances with people, maybe it's not just love too, but with just people in general, where you're going to be triggered. People are going to say or do something, and you're just kind of a little bit more on edge this month, I kind of feel. And so you're going to be triggered more to argue or debate your side of things. I feel like you really want to be heard this month in some aspect or another. So hopefully the reading will tell us what that's about. The 7th through the 8th, Mercury was conjoined with Uranus in Taurus. in your 12th house, again, of disillusion and surrender. So intellectual, mental, communication. For some of you, you're going to have a breakthrough, okay, or a discovery. But for a lot of you, I think you're going to have this rebellion. You're going to be questioning things, like I said, debating about things. And it's all communication and of the mind, okay? I also saw when I was connecting with Spirit, I wrote down, I channeled the letters AWOL. And at first I was like, what does that mean? Are those initials for a name? You know, what was that? And then when I said it out loud, a wall, I was like, oh, okay. So, you could be hypothetically, and I've never got this channeled before, but you could maybe be in the military or thinking of going into the military or know somebody in the military, or it could just be a metaphor, AWOL, like somebody or you or a situation is going to go AWOL. So be very careful. I just feel like there's going to be a situation where there's going to be argument and debate, and someone's just going to snap, is what I feel. It could be your energy, but it could be the other person. And so I just felt Spirit saying, like, it was like a little bit of a warning. So just be careful when you're in certain situations where you feel like the discussion is getting a little heated, and you may start feeling like you're a little bit getting out of control. You feel yourself getting heated, or you're seeing that in somebody else. It'd be a really good time to redirect the conversation or to walk away, because I'm kind of getting a feeling for just a few of you, you could have some really crucial moments this month. So again, careful voicing your opinion or your ideas, and also unexpected news and erratic behavior I'm feeling. So it could be the energy I'm picking up for you, but I'm kind of also feeling like it's somebody who's around you as well. Someone, some people, some situation. Towards the middle of the month, the 10th through the 15th, the sun will be in Taurus, again in your 12th house. I feel like you're working really hard this month, but I also feel like at work too, for some of you, you might be in a very stressful situation, or you're overloaded with a lot of work. So just don't forget to take some time out for yourself this month, Gemini, to kind of relax and to definitely slow your mind. I think you're doing a lot of thinking in all aspects of your life and relationships. Really take care of your mind. So meditate. Turn off the TV, put the phone away, and just kind of let your mind rest, aside from just sleeping, but just like actually thoughtful rest of the mind is going to be important for you, especially when you're going to the 18th of May, because we're going to have a full moon in Scorpio, which is water energy, and it's in your 6th house. So really high levels of emotions. And then the 22nd through the 24th, Mars will be in Cancer, again, another water sign in your 2nd house of money and resources. So you're working hard, you're making money. But again, I do feel like there's some type of stress going on. So maybe it's stressed about making money or making ends meet, or you thought money was going to come in and it didn't, or you're having to work a lot of overtime, but something along the lines of that. Okay. So that's the end of kind of like the planetary reading. So if you want to timestamp me, we will get started with Gemini's May 2019 tarot card reading. So Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini for the month of May? Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini? Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini? All right, here we go, Gemini. There's one. There's two. Okay, yeah. So overall energy is the Devil card. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying this month, there's going to be, for many of you, especially if you're in a relationship, because right next to it is the Two of Cups. So water energy. You could be also dealing, aside from a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay. But with this Devil card being the overall energy, I really feel like emotions, there's a lot of low vibrational emotions, whether this is from you, but this is not. I kind of feel like this is the other person. And I feel like angst, angry, quick-tempered. Remember, I mean, I saw AWOL, so I just feel like maybe be careful. Somebody some situation is going to flip on you, unexpectedly turn on you. I mean, and it could be anything. It could be anything from a friend who stabs you in the back, or like talks behind you, behind your back, you know, or I'm getting this weird feeling, I don't know, almost like if you're in a relationship, like your friend stole your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your friend's flirting with them, or something with like friendship. For some of you, for others of you, I do feel like you are in a relationship with somebody, and it's going through some very trying times. I kind of feel like this person, or it could be you if you have Capricorn in your chart, has some inner demons, has a lot of work to be done, some addictions of some sort, but I'm not sure. I kind of feel like it's more physical addictions. Like they are quick to anger. They're quick to be physical. They go AWOL. They could be someone maybe who has, and I don't want to offend anybody, but could have some mental health issues, where maybe there's somebody who, if they don't take their medicine, they can have erratic behavior. But especially with the Two of Cups right next to it, okay? So for a lot of you who are in relationships, you are with someone who could be your twin flame or your soulmate. Could be a Leo. I see a lion here. And normally the Two of Cups is like equal give and take in a relationship. And maybe that's what the relationship is lacking, equal give and take. Maybe one person does more than the other. This is someone that you feel very passionate about. You love them. The Two of Cups, you have an emotional attachment to them. Okay. This could also be about battling, because cups are also about intuition, okay, and the spiritual side of things. And then you have the Devil here. So maybe this is you battling with negative energy in your life. And this could be a more spiritual union. I mean, you are Gemini. So if you look at the Two of Cups, okay, so two, Gemini is the twins. And even though, I mean, these two people are wearing two different, pieces of clothing, and it's about relationships, I kind of feel like this could be your energy too, Gemini, because it's two individuals mirroring each other. And so it's like this deep spiritual learning for you, and trying to battle the darkness. You're trying to do good. So I feel like I'm really channeling a lot of different energies. So like I said, for some of you, I feel like it has to do with people who like look at you to your face aren't being true to you behind your back. Okay. For some of you, I feel that, and it could be friends, it could be coworkers, but I do feel like it's somebody who you have a connection with. For some of you, I think it's a partner who you care deeply for. You have very invested emotions with them, and you care about them. However, they are struggling with something. It could be an addiction. It could be some disease or disorder. It could just be like anger management issues. They have some type of demons that they are fighting. But again, you feel connected to them. You feel like you can't, this is where that letting go was coming from in the intuitive reading. You feel like you can't let go of the situation. I kind of feel like you feel as though you can't let them go because you're worried about what they're going to do by themselves, if that makes sense. In the Two of Cups too, if you look at this symbol, this is often a symbol you see in medicine. So it could be someone who is actually like maybe mentally sick, in the mind is kind of what I'm feeling. You could be someone who takes care of somebody, like you could work in the medical profession or be a caregiver, again, or this could just be an unhealthy relationship, but where there's, a deep connection and you do care about them. These two cards are just like, I'm feeling such deep energy for you right now, but it's like, it's erratic. Just like the intuitive reading. Like I feel like I'm being told different storylines, almost like when when you dream and it's not very linear. It's like you have 7 different mini episodes, but it's one big play in a dream. Like that's kind of what I am feeling. And I'm seeing Capricorn, I'm seeing water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but I also see the Leo. And again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. This is Gemini, Sun, Moon, rising, ascending, or Venus. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely for more people, it's love, romantic. For some, it's friendship. For others, it could be personal health. But I want, Spirit, what other messages do you have for Gemini? For May? What other messages for Gemini for May? Yeah. Like I was saying in the intuitive reading, lots of arguing going on, right? This is the 5 of Swords. So again, you could also be dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. However, I don't feel like it's so much the sign as it is it's the fire. It's with whomever you're dealing with. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of arguments. There's going to be a lot of battle of the mind, of the intellect, a lot of communication, but it's going to be very erratic. And again, like I said, I kept seeing Spirit say something's going to go AWOL. So there's going to be a moment this month for, a collective handful of you where you're going to be arguing. It could be with more than just one person. But definitely there's going to be bickering going on. And you and the other person or the people in the situation could be multiple friends. Like I said, for some of you, I feel like a friendships issue. But I feel like people are going to be passionately arguing, about something. And I think for some of you, it's regarding, you and this person are going to be arguing. You may try to come to this person and tell them like, hey, I'm seeing these signs, or, I'm not being treated well, or where is our relationship going? And it's just like quick explosion, where they're just arguing and everyone's having to argue and defend how they feel and how they think and their intentions and it's like, when I feel like you truly, as a Gemini, you truly just want to have a calm face-to-face conversation where both people are equal and there's an exchange of how you feel, but that it comes out positive, because that's truly what you want, because you care about this person. But I really feel like, I feel like the 2 of Cups energy is yours. You really want to be very diplomatic, almost like how a Libra would be. Scales, calm, peacekeeper. But this other person or the situation or people, no, they want to fight. They want to battle. They want to hurt, whether that's emotionally or verbally or physically, right? It's this other person's energy, not so much yours. What other messages for Gemini for the month of May? Messages for Gemini for the month of May. And you and they are having a hard time letting go of the issue. Yeah. Yep. You got 2 5s right next to each other, and then a king and a queen. Yep. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy here, especially with the 2 of Cups and the queen and king. You got 2 5s right next to each other. So there's going to be some arguments, some hurtful things said, and then look. These 2 cups that were once up and they were filled, and there was peace and there was understanding and there was compromise and there was a solid foundation of a relationship. This energy gets in the way. Okay. Then this happens, arguing, disputes, saying things that you can't take back, all this stuff. And then I feel this is like like all the cups are now, knocked over. See that, but these 2 cups are still standing. But these ones were knocked over in the roughage, in the fight. And because of that, you're so affected. Remember, I used the word you're triggered to argue and debate. And I think it's you're triggered to defend yourself. Okay. Now you're looking at the cups that they spilt over. Okay. But mind you can't let go. Like I was saying in your intuitive reading, you're having a hard time letting go, because guess what? You know that those 2 cups are still standing behind you. For right now, you're just not paying attention to them because you're so in the feeling, okay? Especially when I told you Spirit was saying your intuition's opening up. And I think with the Queen of Cups, that is so true. you are opening up your intuition and your connection with spirit, and you are feeling so deeply this month. The Queen, she is very poised. She is very calm. She connects with spirit. She's a lover, not a fighter. She wants love and spiritual guidance, and she wants calm water, right? She's very reserved. You know, she's to me, a very nurturing type of queen, okay? And I feel like her energy is connected more to these cards. And again, it's not just a female. It could be, you know, you could be a female or a male, but I do feel this is Gemini's energy. So you are invested into this relationship. You think that this person is your soulmate or a twin flame, and you care about them. You care so much about them, and not just you care about them emotionally or, romantically, but you do so physically. You care about their health and their well-being and of the whole relationship, right? But because of this Devil card and the Five of Wands and things being toppled over, it's made you very emotional and sad. And then you go and, using your intuition and your connection with spirit and being so into your emotions again, more cups, you're being very contemplating of the situation and feeling, and even the Queen has kind of a somber look on her face. And I feel like this is your energy. You feel a little bit defeated. You don't understand why this is happening, because you thought you had such a good connection. It's almost like this person, like Spirit said, went AWOL. Like, what has gotten into them? What is going on in this situation? Because all you wanted was to fill your cups, And so I feel like with this being in the center of your reading, remember, Spirit was saying you're deep into your intuition, both in your waking and your sleeping. So I do feel like some of your answers are going to come for you, Gemini, whether you're meditating or in your sleep or in your dreams. And remember, I kept seeing the sign of like the radio turning on. So just during this time, really tune in to how you're feeling, but also turn into the radio signals of your angels, of your spirit guides, of spirit in general, okay? Because you're going to be flooded with more awareness and information that's going to help guide you through the situation, especially if you want to stay in this situation or with this person. I'm going to tell you right now, for some of you, it's going to be a long battle. It's going to be, there's a lot of bumps in the road, okay? Next, you have the King of Pentacles, okay? So again, you could be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? Pentacles is slow moving, okay? Normally, the King of Pentacles is somebody who definitely has abundance, material wealth. They're successful. They're a loyal person. They care very much about their work, right? It typically means things will come to you, but at a price. It also is a more masculine type energy that's very slow moving and very thoughtful. But it's also somebody who rarely deters in their values and beliefs. They're pretty set in their way. And I feel as though with you and your partner, so if you are in a more male-female relationship, okay, this could definitely be you and the other person. I kind of feel like, and you may be a Gemini who has a lot of water in your chart, but I'm kind of feeling like the Queen is more your energy, Gemini, and the Pentacles is more of the opposite energy, or the man. Or it could be vice versa. Spirit doesn't know no gender. But I feel like this is more your energy. This is more their energy. Okay? Could be Capricorn. This is their energy, right? Like, I feel like this is them. Almost like they're sitting high and mighty on their throne, and they kind of don't care what you say, and they may be like, I don't need you, I have X, Y, and Z. Like, I just feel like they're being kind of hurtful. And it's like and they're looking away from each other. Queen's looking this way, he's looking this way. It's almost like their two cups are divided. So we've got, like I said, I felt a lot of water when I was in my intuitive reading with you. I felt a lot of water energy for this month. You've got 3 cup cards on the board. So definitely could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You've got Major Arcana, Devil, which is Capricorn. You got King of Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then you got one fire sign here. So far, you're devoid of your sign, the air sign, so far in the reading. Okay. Spirit, help me finish up. What final messages do you have for Gemini for the month of May? What is the final outcome for Gemini? Yeah. With the Six of Swords in reverse, I said there's no air in this reading. And then Spirit's like, but yes, there is. So here you are, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius as well because the star card's next. But like I said, I feel as though Gemini, you don't want to leave the situation. Okay. And if the Six of Swords was in the upright, you would be making the cognitive decision to walk away from the situation, but it's in reverse. I don't see that you want to walk away from the situation. And it's thinking about leaving is almost worse than the actual fight itself, because I really feel like you do connect and care about this person. I do feel that there's a little bit of hope in the situation. We do have the Star card in the upright. So again, you could be dealing with this Aquarius. But typically the Star is about wishes and hopes and dreams. Remember, Spirit said to, tackle your dreams. I do feel there's a little hope in the situation, but I do feel it's going to require you, again, to go deeper into your intuition, to go deeper with Spirit, to go deeper with your feelings, because, in this card, they're touching the water. Again, I told you I feel like a lot of this energy is going to be in the nighttime. So I feel like this could be like when you're sleeping, your dreams, under the stars kind of thing is where you're going to get a lot of your information, your answers. That's going to help guide you. But I do feel like there's a little bit of hope with this situation. I do feel it's going to be slow moving. And I think you should handle this situation or person a little bit slowly. But I don't see you moving away from the situation. Or you could just be a very hopeful, positive, optimistic type of person, especially if I'm looking at the Queen of Cups card and I'm looking at the Two of Cups, which I'm kind of feeling is like Gemini energy. You look very hopeful and optimistic as a person. So the Star card coming in the end of your reading is very reassuring, okay? Very reassuring. Okay, but the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. Again, fire energy. So you're kind of feeling defeated. You feel, look, he's been through a battle, obviously. And you feel maybe kind of picked on, like the passion slipping away. You feel hurt. But I still feel like you're kind of looking for that moment. You're looking at that for that hope of like, are you settled down now? Are you calm now? Like, can we talk again? Or are we going to be okay? Because I don't see that you're wanting to leave the situation. But you are a little bit more cautious and timid regarding the situation. Okay? Alrighty. So, let's clarify some of these messages for you, Gemini, from Spirit. So, Spirit, help me clarify the messages on the table for Gemini for May 2018. Please clarify these messages regarding the situation or person for Gemini for May. What is this Devil card about? Devil card. Passion ignited. That's funny. So, if you look at the Devil card, there's fire energy. There is passion in a certain dark, irrational, erratic, not healthy way. There is passion here because they're shackled to each other. The Devil's also about lust and the sins, you know what I mean? So, you feel very passionate about this person. They ignite passion into you. See the fire. They make you feel a different way. And I think that that's the reason why it's hard for you to leave this connection, because you two may have a very deep bond. It may be very romantic and passionate in nature, but sometimes when you have a very deep, passionate relationship, The highs are high and the lows are low. And this situation is one of those moments where it's both. It's a high and a low all together, and it's almost very hard for you to take. You could also have fire energy in your chart, but I kind of feel like this is the other person. Maybe they are a fire energy as well, or just have fire in their chart. What's this Five of Wands energy? What's this Five of Wands energy for Gemini? Five of Wands. What's this argument fighting about? What's the issue in the situation? Five of Wands. That's a lot. Go with this one. Stand your ground. Yeah, you let the other person defeat you. Okay. They took you to church. But not church because they have devil energy. But I mean, the figure of speech is like they hurt you, and you tried to stand your ground, but they just hit you over and over like a peg in a hole. Like they really had you have it. They're not being very, almost bullying. Like you could be someone in a bullying situation. Like they're oppressing you. They're trying to take your power away. And then you have hope in reverse. So directly after this situation, maybe they're not hopeful in this situation. They're giving up. Or after the situation, you don't feel hopeful. You don't feel like you can stand your ground because you feel kind of somewhat defeated. So you go and you use your intuition and you connect to try to figure out the situation. But luckily at the end, we have the Star card in the upright. So maybe your hope or their hope is going to change towards the end. What's the Five of Cups for Gemini? Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Yeah, what did I say? It's a power struggle. You feel totally powerless in this situation, like you lost power. They fought with you with this high level, igniting, fiery, double energy. They took your power away and your hope in the situation, in the relationship. Okay. Again, you could be dealing also with a fire energy, and I'm getting more Leo because the Two of Cups. I see a lion. I see a lion here. Okay. Yeah. They're very bullying, oppressive. They take away your power. They don't let you speak. They don't let you, they try to be very domineering, as I feel. What's this Queen of Cups? What messages is Gemini going to get for the month of May? This Queen of Cups. Because she's thinking long and hard about this. Because although this person makes you feel so amazing, but it hurts too. Like, that's why it's so hard for you to let go or make this decision. Yeah, just what I said. So to clarify this Queen of Cups, look, you're caught between two energies. You're this rejoice and celebration. You are hoping to make amends with your person, because here it is, Two of Cups. You want your cups to be full and to be back to this feeling, or you're reminiscing. You're reminiscing on all the beautiful times you had with this person. Okay. I also see Three Cups here too. So I just want to caution, the small bit of you. This person could be going AWOL and fighting with you for no reason and treating you like crap all of a sudden. Because sometimes that means that they are seeing somebody else. There could be a third party situation to where, maybe they're trying to upset you and piss you off so much to where you walk away from the relationship so they don't get caught in this third party situation. Okay. I feel like that's for a very slim margin of you, but I do see that for a second. But not only are you thinking about all the good times, okay, but you're also thinking about all the times you suffered in silence. This person hurt you and made you suffer alone. They took away your power. They took away your hope. And they made you suffer alone. Okay. So you're kind of like at this dilemma. with your emotions. Because, like I said, when the highs were high, they were high. And when the lows were low, they made you feel so alone. Okay. What's the Six of Swords in reverse? Why can't Gemini let go or leave? What's the Six of Swords in reverse? Please clarify the Six of Swords in reverse for Gemini. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah. These cards aren't wanting to let go either. Yep. They're trying. Thank you. You're trapped in fear, it says. Trapped in fear. You are fearful of this person. I think this could be an abusive relationship for some of you. Yeah. They took away your power and your hope. They could be physical with you. They could be narcissistic and play mind games. They could use lust and sex to keep you in. They could also use like all the good times. You know, they keep you in, but they push you away. And it's just this cycle. You know what I mean? And I feel like they are taking their sweet time and making a decision, you know, and being, what's the word? Committed to you, you know, but you don't want to leave because you're trapped in fear. And it could be also that your fear is that no one else is going to love you, or that you're not going to find somebody else, or your fear is like, what is your life going to be, or how are you going to be without this person? Because maybe you've been with them for a long time. Or the fear, yeah, you just feel jailed, you feel imprisoned. And I think it's like in your own mind, because it's air energy with the Six of Swords. Okay. What's this star card here for? Okay, thank you. Emotional withdrawal. Yeah, I think